The time is 7:41 a.m. on May 20th, and I weigh 78.65 kilos. And today is Thursday, May 25th, 6:10 a.m. My weight is 74.1 kilos. Professional fighters often have to lose 10 to 20 pounds within a week before their weigh-ins. One of the most extreme examples of this is Paddy Pimblett, who weighed in at 155 pounds for his fight on March 19th, 2022, and chonked up to 205 pounds 18 days later. That was early April. Then by July, he was back at 155 pounds for his next fight. When I first decided to lose weight, I wondered why everyone said I should track my calories, go at a 500 calorie daily deficit, and only lose 1/2 to 1 pound per week. Aren't fighters able to knock off 20 pounds in a single week? Why don't I just use their methods? And after this experiment, I definitely understand why. By the end of this video, I can guarantee you 2 things. 1, you'll know exactly how to do this yourself, and 2, you will never do this yourself. This is 1 liter of water, and for day 1, I need to drink 8 of these. Today's the only day that I'll actually be training because the rest of the process is so fatiguing on my body that I can't actually train while I'm going through it. I'm also going to be eating a nearly ketogenic diet today with no salt and under 50 grams of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates and salt have one property. They help you retain water. Cutting these out means I retain less water, and less water means I have less water weight in my body. So here's a sample day of what I'm eating. For breakfast, I have 4 eggs, aka baby chickens, half a chicken breast, aka grown-up eggs, 2 cups of spinach, 1 tablespoon of butter, and a tablespoon of olive oil. For lunch, I have a cut of entrecote with 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a cup of cucumbers, 2 cups of romaine lettuce, and some mustard. Just kidding, no mustard. For an afternoon snack, I have 1 measly stalk of celery with 3 tablespoons of butter, preferably of the peanut variety. Dinner is a half cup of broccoli, 1 chicken breast, and 2 tablespoons of butter, of the normal butter variety. Then for dessert, I have Greek yogurt with walnuts and some protein powder. It's about 7:40 p.m. on day 1. And this is my last half liter of water. Honestly, I've never been this hydrated, and it's such a weird feeling. It's like being full, but I'm kind of hungry at the same time because I haven't had any carbs today. I just gotta push through it. Just gotta keep going. As you might expect, I'm peeing about every 30 minutes. Yep. It's the morning of day 2. And I feel all right so far. I am actually pretty thirsty. Now I'm gonna drink half as much today, 4 liters. It's pretty crazy that I drank 8 liters yesterday and still I weigh over 4 pounds less. By the way, my coffee consumption counts towards my water consumption, so I'm gonna be switching to espresso pretty soon here. And I'll just be doing exactly the same diet today. No salt, no carbs. Fruit? No. Apple pie filled donut? No. Walnut-covered chocolate brownie? Common weight loss research shows that you need to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. So what the hell am I doing? I'm not in a caloric deficit. So it turns out that MMA fighters don't lose the vast majority of their weight by decreasing muscle and fat in their body. They just get super dehydrated. And you might be thinking, sure, but you're completely offsetting this by drinking 8 liters of water per day. In fact, the first 3 days, I'm flushing my body with more water than it needs to downregulate a hormone called aldosterone. This is going to put my body into flush mode, which means that on the later days of this, when I'm drinking less water than I need, my body will still be urinating out more water than it should be. This is why Paddy the Baddy was able to gain 50 pounds in 18 days. His weight is probably somewhere between the 155 and 205, but he lost a ton of water weight before the fight and then regained that back and then some after the fight, probably by eating a bunch of carbs.
I'm just getting fat.
It's May 22nd, and the weight is 76.4. If you're trying to lose weight and want to actually weigh less next month and next year, then going down in water weight is completely unsustainable. It makes you hungrier, so you'll actually probably gain weight long term if you're chronically dehydrated. Also, it can give you kidney stones, it's gonna make you extremely fatigued, and it causes constipation. In fact, most people who are giving advice on how to lose weight propose that you increase your water intake if you're trying to go down in weight.
You need to drink more water.
Just drinking more water can help you lose weight.
Today we're going to talk about water and why it's the first and most important step in your successful weight loss journey. Water, 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 tons of water. You're not drinking enough water. Water. This might sound like a lot of water, but I need you to drink even more.
So if you want to actually lose weight, the only way to do it is to be in a small caloric deficit over a long period of time. And this means you'll be losing 1 to 2 pounds per week, not 20. Any diet that claims you'll be losing 20 pounds in a week is a scam, and it's just dehydrating you. May 23rd, 75.5 kilos. Look at how fatty these chicken legs are. They're like that dude on Instagram who's only famous for having a massive butt. Sometimes life happens. The gym sauna is broken. Sauna is probably the safest method that MMA fighters use to cut water weight. Of the alternatives, it's still dangerous, but I'm gonna have to do an exercise with a hoodie, a long sleeve shirt, a short sleeve shirt, and full pants on. I'm gonna strap on a heart rate monitor to ensure that my heart rate isn't over 160 because I am dehydrated now and I haven't been eating salt, so I don't wanna be pushing my heart too hard. For reference on the danger level here, you can go 3 to 5 days without water before you die, but you will have severe damage to your organs before that happens. My heart rate literally got up to 160 just doing this. That's 1 pound I sweat off. Wednesday, May 24th, 75.2 kilos. I did this sauna today and it was so brutal. My heart was like pounding in the sauna and now I'm just exhausted. This is all I drank today. Just 1 liter of water. I'm just thirsty as hell now. And I'm looking at Kayla's dinner, which is just cherries, grapes, plum, and grapefruit. And she had a giant jar of water. I'm just so jealous. I want a cherry so bad. Let's do this. Yay. And today is Thursday, May 25th, 6:10 a.m. My weight is 74.1 kilos. So this is a comparison of what I looked like on day 1 to day 5. It's also worth noting that a lot of the pictures you see of really ripped people on Instagram are when they are very dehydrated. I'm not necessarily critiquing that, because if you look nice and you've worked hard to get there, it's good to celebrate that. But if you expect that you're always going to be walking around looking like people on Instagram, it's just not realistic. This is the first water, essentially since I got out of the sauna, that I can have. Oh my God. Oh, it's so good. I talked to my brother who's an emergency room doctor. He sees lots of people who are overly dehydrated. He said the 2 signs that it's getting really bad are your heart rate is high or your blood pressure is low. Both were true. Every time I stood up, I was lightheaded. And every time I was doing anything, my heart rate was maybe 10 to 20 beats per minute more elevated than it is normally. And it's just dangerous what MMA fighters and bodybuilders do for competitions.